Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, proudly presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today, via tape delay from the South Union Township Rec Center, we bring in basketball games in the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade division. The South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiff Power, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and CUTV with Gary Smith. I'm Nick Barczyk with Jerry Dupay. We'll be back with the first game after this. It is Black and Military Green that's on the way right after this. Youth basketball on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Welcome back as we get set for basketball. Game 1 here, Black and Military Green. And it looks like we'll be going 4-on-4. Black only with 4 players set up for this one, so. Now Green has 5 on the floor. So they have a man advantage here. Not sure if they realize that Green has 5 on the floor there. Someone will come off. There we go. That will be Mason Seesaw to come out, and that's appropriate. Now we're even. So 4-on-4 in this one. The opening tab won by Green, so certainly no bench depth at all. Green has 3 bodies, but Black with an empty bench, only with 4 tonight. This game will be 4-on-4 throughout. The ball poked out of bounds. 15 seconds in, scoreless between Green and Black. Military Green and Black with the basketball. And bounce pass to Milo Crimes, and he brings it up here. Nice bounce pass right of the lane, Reed. Shot off the mark by Josh Reed. Long rebound to Mason Newman, he'll push it up, no good. Offensive rebound for Reed. Flung up to Mahoney up top, gets a pick from Grimes. That one blocked away. Nice play by Ben Antall. Goes to Reed, little jumper blocked away again by Antall. Good defense early on. Depto off to Mahoney, looking for help. Off to Noah Lyon, his first touch. Now long two on the way, and it rattles home for Ben Antall. Antall's first two, and the first two of the night. Military Green up 2-0, and we have a held ball in the inbounds. Black will inbound. Grimes to trigger it in. Into the front court, Newman tries to find Reed, pass intercepted. Off to Depto, and a double dribble. Depto started the dribble, stopped it, regained his dribble, and that's illegal, and Black will get it. Military Green up 2-0, 9:20 to go in the first. Taken away by Noah Lyon. Up ahead to Depto. Nice little spin move. Lost the dribble and picked up by Mahoney and Black. And a call-up player here for Military Green, number 3 in blue. We'll try to. And in transition, a little bump here, and a foul is called. Foul called here with 9 minutes even left in the first. 2-0 in favor of Military Green. Now Grimes to inbound for Black. Little floater up on the way, just off the mark, and the rebound to Depto. Try to find out who the call-up player is for Black here, wearing the Carolina blue number 3. And that shot is blocked, and that one's up and in. That's 2 for Mason Newman. So Newman's on the board. And we're tied at 2. Brandon Mahoney in. We thank the staff here, Lori, for helping us out. I had a feeling that might have been Mahoney. Looked recognizable, but want to be sure. So Mahoney in for Black, and that one taken away. Up ahead for Ben Antall and Green. Game tied at 2. Mason Seaside of the baseline. Now out to Antall. Long 2 on the wing. That's short on the rebound to Kaylee Casper. We have a travel. Should be green ball. It will be the inbound. And off to Rios. Pulled down by Black. Grimes up ahead. That pass too tall for Reed. Out of bounds over to Military Green. Game still tied up at 2. Just over 3 minutes in. And we have a timeout with 7:53 left in the first. Game tied up at 2. Black and Military Green. More action on the way after this right here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Every person who's been injured, when they come in, has an expectation that their case is important, and it is to us. We take these cases very seriously.
So that experience that we have is unique also because we have experience in these communities, in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg, in these court systems.
You don't have to go to Pittsburgh to be represented by attorneys who don't know their way around your community.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Nick Barczyk and Jerry Dupay back here at the Rec Center. 4th, 5th, and 6th grade basketball. First half, 7:53 to go, and the game tied at 2. Military Green to bring it up at Seaside into the front court. And Tall up top as well with him. Pass off to Rios. Now back on the wing and knocking it down inside the arc for the long 2 is Mason Seaside. His first 2 to make it 4-2. Grimes up top. Loses the basketball out of bounds. It'll stay this end. That one poked out, and they're indicating black basketball, so it's turned over. Military Green, I should say, going the other way. Poked out by black, and here comes Adrian Rios. Rios' little floater, that's off the mark. Long rebound pulled down just in time by Seaside, and then fighting it away is Grimes. Forced the jump ball, and the possession arrow to Crane. Or to black, excuse me. It's off on the scoreboard, and that's what I was looking at. Should have kept it myself. Now Green inbound, holding on to a 4-2 advantage. Grab by Lyon. Too strong on the shot there, and the loose ball pulled down by Mason Newman for black. Lyon strips it out. Into the hands of Seaside. Takes the 2. Off the glass and in. Mason Seaside. He has 4. Military Green up 6-2. Here's Newman. Trying to feed Casper, and it's picked off by Antal. He's in transition. Nice move there behind Grimes to the bucket. Too strong. Rebound grab by Antal, and it's blocked away. Now push there. No foul called. Here's Josh Reed. And it's blocked away by Rios. Grab by Grimes. His shot is blocked. Defense on full display by both teams in this one here. Off to Rios. Long 2. That shot is blocked. Pulled down by Reed, who stays in bounds for black. Now on the end line. A lot of contact, no call. He's still on his back. Reed getting up, now lying the other way for Green. His pocket picked by Grimes. Wow, helter-skelter action here. Now Grimes has it poked out by Antal. Ball stays in bounds. No whistle here through all the confusion. And finally a whistle and a held ball. Kind of a crazy minute there. Run and gun is right, Jerry Dupay. My goodness. Dedo and Mahoney back in for Green. That's poked out. Heading over to Military Green. 6-2 Green with 5.5 left before halftime. Into the front court, Seaside. Throws it up, winging a prayer, it's short. Over to Grimes. Grimes on the wing, on the bounce to Reed. Reed, little floater in the lane, short. And can't save it, over to Green. Presses on for black. Antal pushes it ahead, finds Mahoney. Put up and can't get it to go. Dedo with the rebound off to Rios. He'll put it up short. Long rebound to Seaside. Takes the 3. Almost. Pulled down by Antal on the wing. Dedo for 3. Short. And Grimes has it for a second. And it's knocked out of bounds. Andre Homer had a hand on it, and checking in for Green is Rios, and Also Mahoney. Catch and shoot. Can't get the bounce there as Lyon. Pushed up by Homer. Now Detto. No. Casper pulls it down for Black. And a timeout called by Black. So we'll try to settle things down here. 4.5 left in the first. Green 6 and Black 2. More basketball on the way after this here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
We are back with 4.5 left. Good game. A lot of good defense on display, and Black has the ball down 4. Newman off to Reed. Reed takes the jumper. Too strong. Offensive rebound, Casper. She can't get it. Now Newman in the lane. Off the glass and in. Bucket for Mason Newman. He has 4, and it's 6-4 Green. Detto pushes it ahead for Lyon to the basket. Defensive breakdown there. Black wasn't back. And the layup good for Lyon, his first 2. Military Green up 8-4. Reed flung out. Pull down. Way up top by Newman. Long 2 on the way short. Casper blocked away. Off to Adrian Rios. Lyon. Detto using his size, looking to find Homer, taken away by Grimes. Up ahead for Grimes. Nice play, but can't hit the shot. Line to the front court. Rios gets the rebound, bounce pass to Homer on the baseline, shot in. Andre Homer makes it 10-4. Quickly the other way. That one short by Newman, out of bounds. Black will retain possession with Casper to inbound. Newman, that's blocked away by Lyon. Pulled down though by Reed. Reed in traffic, he's fouled. And it looks like we'll have foul shots. They say Reed was in the act. For the first time today, we'll have free throws. Not going to give him free throws on the floor, so they say Reed not in the act. And now the inbounds, he's short on the jumper. The rebound over to Detto, and Reed will poke it out. Up ahead. Can't get the layup. Wyatt Mahoney. Foul will be called. That's one Mahoney would like to have back. So Military Green to inbound. On the trigger to Mahoney, long 2 short. Rebound Lyon. Jumper on the way, too strong by Rios. Lyon gets it again, but Reed all over him. And forcing a held ball there is Grimes. Black gets it on the arrow, down 10-4 with 2 minutes left, and they're looking for a couple of successful offensive possessions, down 6. Lyon takes it away. Good defense by Noah Lyon. Swung up ahead for Depto, but Grimes will get it. Fancy dribbling. Stops at the elbow. Shot too strong, and the rebound at Green. Lyon puts it in. 4 for Noah Lyon. The lead's up to 8. 12-4 Military Green. Loose ball here. Kept alive by Mason Newman off to Josh Reed. Reed pushes it ahead for Casper. Off her fingers and out. Lyon between the circles, off to Rios on the wing, long 2. Bang, off the glass and in, Adrian Rios. What a shot to make it a 10-point lead for Military Green, 14-4. Lyon comes away with it. Finally grabbed by Rios. That's too strong. Long 2 on the way, off the mark. Pulled down by Homer. That's short. Rebound to Lyon. He's bumped a little bit. The 2 number 4s on top of each other, and then they both hit the deck. Held ball between Reed and Lyon. And Military Green should have it. 35 seconds. Quick moving first. Homer, long 2, may have been blocked partially, gets it again. Another held ball to Black. Seaside in for Green. Mahoney out. Shoot, timeout. .26 seconds left in the first. Rios, walk, or held ball again. And it's over to Black. A lot of defense on the inbound, tip to the hands of Reed. 20 seconds to go, pocket picked by Rios. Now Rios is bumped and a foul on Grimes on Black. And a foul on Newman. Too much contact there with Lyon. Didn't see a lot of contact, but just enough to whistle the foul with 13 seconds. Into Rios, off-balance shot. Almost got it to go. Now down to 8 seconds. Grimes, he's fouled. That'll go on Seaside. Newman comes down with it. Shot well short and saved. And what a save it was by Grimes, but nothing out of it as time expires and it's halftime. Quick moving first. Military Green 14, Black 4, and more after this. Second half on the way on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives, and the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, specialists in digestive health. Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety. For colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies, painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Drs. Ruthhart, Calabrese, Stokes, SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
We are back. Second half about to start in this 4th through 6th grade matchup. Stands pretty full here, and second half quick start. Homer trying to lay it in for Green, who leads Black by 10. Pulled down by Grimes, and he'll move it to the front court. Stops at the elbow, short. Reed comes away with it. He's been busy. And a foul on the floor. Casper in the corner, off to Mahoney. Taken away. Your Seaside of the bucket. Homer? No. Knocked out of bounds. Black ball. Reed fancy dribbling through traffic at the baseline, double teamed. Jumper by Newman. Too strong, pulled down by Seaside. And he stepped on the end line. Seaside, unhappy feet, unlucky feet there. Black will get it, and they need some baskets, down 10 with 10 minutes left. Still no points in the second half. Mahoney. Call-up player for Black, wearing the number 3 Carolina blue jersey. Braden Mahoney. Little bump there and a travel on Newman. Line to the basket, short. Saved by Homer, but right in the hands of Reed. Yep, they're going to get Reed for the push. Tough play on the inbounds. Pulled down by Noah Lyon. Off to Rios. And it's stripped away by Newman. Newman to the front court. Has to give it off to someone. He does to Reed, and Reed floats it up. High off the glass. Almost got it in. Grimes on the baseline. Floats it up too long. And a held ball called. Actually, we'll get a foul here to go on Black. Over the back. Pushed ahead to Lyon. Line to the front court. Line to the bucket, comes up short. The rebound to Reed. Pushed ahead for Mason Newman. Newman, little jumper on the way and in. 6 points for Mason Newman. It's now 14-6 Green. To the front court line, pounds the dribble in, and out of bounds with it is Green. Over to Black. Three and a half left in regulation. Green up 14-6. Antal. 2 on the way for Homer, no. Trying to hit Rios, and it's pulled down by Mahoney for Black. He's quickly up ahead. Mahoney. Call-up player looking for a spark in this one. The floater no by Grimes, and the rebound to Rios for Green. Foul. Goes on Green. Have three colors out there, blue, green, and black. Wonder what that makes if you mix it all together. Be an experiment. Now Green will get it again. What's that again, Jerry? Yucca, there you go. Never know what you're going to learn here on a broadcast from the Rec Center. We're filled with useless information here. Now Reed knocking that out is Rios, who's been aggressive defensively. Two on the way. Casper almost got it from the baseline. A battle here with Grimes and Rios. Pulled down by Rios. Off to Homer. Now back to Rios. Great teamwork there. Shot no good though. Mahoney comes away with it for Black. Through traffic. Did a good job for a while. Taken away by Homer. Andre Homer spin move. Puts it up short. Milo Grimes, he has his buddy Newman up ahead. Size used by Homer. Up ahead to Rios. Into the front court. Grimes, though, behind him, pokes it out. Off the mark by Rios. And a foul's called on the floor. Casper on the inbounds. Now Newman racing ahead of Antal. Can't finish. Grimes among the trees. Dribbles it out. Long two on the way. Almost. Casper. Blocked away by Homer. Now Newman can't get it to go. Would have been his 8th point. Baseball style pass. Up for grabs. To the bucket. Too strong by Rios. Bumping a foul. Tripped up was Mahoney. Goes on Homer. Lyon back in for Green. 14-6 Green with 6:20 left. Scores 2-0 Black in the second. Green has not scored a point in the second, but they led by 10 after 1. And a push on Lyon. Homer inbounds. Foul one on Reed, actually. Homer, the floater, too strong, gets his own rebound. Held ball. Going to Black. Mason Newman. Picked off by Homer. Homer, a little spin. Rios left of the lane. Gets the bucket. Homer with the assist. Rios with the bucket. And Green back in business. Their first points of the second half. They're up 16-6. And a foul to be called on Lyon. Two shots. And the scoreboard out. There we go. To not lose any information, everything's up there. Clock's the important one. We can keep everything else. Pushing that at one up, and off the mark is Reed. Foul actually went on Green's number 5. That is Adrian Rios. Live ball, just off. Homer pushes it ahead. Mahoney, and he's out of bounds. Foul to be called on Green. Homer will check out after he picked up the foul. Reed. Loose ball, who wants it? Poked up in the air. Now down with it goes Grimes in a heap. He's all right and helps up his buddy Reed. Black ball on the inbound. At the elbow, Reed. Noah Lyon comes away with it. Looks to extend the lead. It's a 10. And an offensive foul on Noah Lyon. Black to inbound. Reed will bring it up. Long two for Grimes. Bang! Knocks it in. Milo Grimes for two. It's 16-8. At the foul line, too strong Rios. Offensive rebound, Lyon muscles his way to the basket. Nice move by Lyon. Green up 10, 18-8. 4.5 left in regulation. Black looking for a run. Reed to the bucket. Off the mark. Military Green will get it. Antal got down a bit too far. Now muscling his way, and no foul called. Lyon as Reed hits the floor. Grimes up ahead. Grimes to the bucket. Stops at the block and puts it in. Milo Grimes, 4 points in the second half. And now Black's in double figures. It's 18-10. Rios up top. Pulled down by Grimes. Antal tries to get to him. Nice pass. Shot short by Newman. Back over to Green. Held ball forced. And Black will get it. Good job to force the held ball. Grimes. Shot may have been blocked. Grimes off to Newman, long two short. Casper comes away with it. Into the corner, out of bounds. Trying to keep it in with all his might with Seaside. Reach and foul. Foul shots upcoming in the bonus for Josh Reed. 1-on-1. See if Reed can get the bonus. He cannot, but he gets the rebound. Jumper here would be just as good. Newman. He's going to stay on the other end of the floor. Bounce pass to Reed. Pulled down by Lyon. 2:50 left in regulation. Green with the basketball, up 8. And again, will they get Noah Lyon again for that push? They will. Another offensive foul on Noah Lyon. So Black will get it. Trigger goes to Mahoney. It's going to be tough to get us over the timeline, and a held ball off to Military Green with 2:39 left. Pass tipped, pulled down by Seaside. Seaside on the baseline, Fancy. Off to Mahoney, had a good shot, but he decides to dribble it out. Now up top to Antal. Antal, the foul line, no. Rebound, Lyon. Now Mahoney pulled away by Grimes, unmuscling everyone. Grimes like a speedster. Casper Reed for two. Lyon, pretty easy path to the basket, no resistance. Noah Lyon, he has 6, 20-10. Rios will check in for Green. Spelling a break for Mahoney. So foul shots again for Reed. Reed up on the way, and the first of two is just going to rattle out. So Green comfortably ahead 20-10 with 1:48 left. Homer back in for Lyon. One more on the way for Reed. Lane violation. They'll get another, trying to take advantage of that mistake by Green. It's close again. Homer. Homer, the glasses fell off for him there. It's going to keep playing. Puts him back on. Got to like that. Now Grimes the other way, stops. That's a foul. She lost the handle. Milo Grimes will take a shot at the charity stripe. Off the glass and no good. Can't get the roll. Offensive rebound, Casper looking for a bucket. Blocked by Rios. Rios the other way. Floater. Homer for two. Andre Homer. That might be the nail to put it away with a minute to go. 22-10. Casper? Almost. Block. Defense has been relentless on both sides, and foul called as Homer again loses his spectacles. They didn't come down crash into the court, but baseball pass caught by Rios. In for the touchdown. Can't finish though. Blocked. Grimes. 40 seconds to go. Grimes stops in the lane. Shot off the mark. Now Homer. He's finishing with a flourish. 4 for Homer in the last minute. Military Green, a double-digit win for them here with 20 seconds left. Mahoney tried to push it ahead to the front court, but stolen away by Seaside. On the bounce to Homer. Long two. Newman with 5 seconds, down to 4. Can he get one more off? Can't launch it, and no shot off, and that's the game. Military Green led by 10 after 1. They go on to win by 14, scoring 14 in the first and 10 in the second half to win this one. And your final score in this first matchup, Military Green 24 and Black 10. We'll take a timeout and be back with more basketball on the way after this, right here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920, the area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. Call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
And we're back with game 2 here, black and red. Nick Barczyk and Jerry Dupay from the Rec Center. As we're set to go in the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade division. Military green beating black in the first matchup. Now we have black and red. That was a fun one, and now we're ready for this one. Coming up after black and red wraps up, it's royal blue and gray. Greg Fike with the ball in the center circle. Up in the air, the opening tap, won by red, and off we go in this one. Touch here for Jackson Baker, puts it up, no good, and the rebound, loose ball. Milo Grimes on the floor, and just like that, we have a held ball. 12 seconds in, and black will inbound. Good crowd here. Good night for basketball. Josh Reed. Down low to Sarah Reed. Her jumper short on the baseline. Loose ball pulled down by Jackson Baker for red. He has trouble with the handle. Hands it off to Sam Abrams, who's on the backcourt for a violation. Two teams feeling each other out just over 30 seconds in. Black basketball. Reed with the take, and the loose ball pulled down by Baker. Jackson Baker quickly. Nice bounce pass in the lane. Shot up on the way and off the mark, and the rebound grab by Kaylee Casper. Here's Michael Obley on the wing. Flings it down low. Wide open Casper on the block. Can't hit it. Fight for the loose ball on the floor, and Grimes pulls it down. The jumper too long, and the rebound over to red. Long two on the way for Baker. Comes up short. Ryan Revac takes the two. Offensive rebound grab by Sam Abrams. And a foul is called. Goes on Reed. Red ball in the inbound, 9.5 to go. Still no score. Pulled down by Brody Baker, off to Jackson Baker. Baker looking for help. Nice handoff. Joel Hertline, his shot short, and the rebound grab by Sarah Reed. Out of bounds. Heading over to red with 9:18 to go. Checking in for red, I should say, is Nick Crouch along with Jocelyn Pindrock. The basketball to black here, the 9:18 mark in the first. Still scoreless. Reed into the front court. Foul called here. Contact on number 4 for red. That's Brody Baker. His first, team first. Baseline jumper up on the way, too long for Obley. Out of bounds. And red will bring it up the floor. Revac up ahead. Shot up on the way off the glass, just off the mark. Good look by Jocelyn Pindrock. For the rebound grab by Sarah Reed. And the takeaway, here comes Red. Baker on the bounce. And Milo Grimes with the defense on the Brody Baker shot. Now Red comes back. Milo Grimes will come away with it, pushes it up ahead, tried to at least, and that'll be a double dribble. Tried to feed it to Abilene Connaught and gets called for the turnover. Brandon Dunn is in along with Brandon Zebro. The two Brandons in for Black. 8:31 left, no score in the first. Crouch thought about it, thinks better of it. Off to Brody Baker on the wing. Now inside the arc. Good rebound by Abrams, and pulling it away is Sarah Reed. Now Grimes, a lot of contact and a foul called. Goes on Pindrock. Her first, team second. Sarah Reed brings it up. Over to Josh Reed on the wing. Looking for help any way he can find it. Tight defense, pulled back out to Sarah Reed. Now on the wing to Grimes, and it's taken away. Brody Baker the other way for Red. Trying to break the scoreless tie, and it's blocked by Grimes. Grimes almost stepped out, stayed in. Up and too strong by Reed. The putback is good. So Black on the board first, 2-0. And we'll give that to Brandon Zebro. So he gets the first two of the game, Brandon Zebro, and it's 2-0 Black with 7:20 left in the first. That looked like a double dribble to Jerry and myself, and no call, got away with it, but shot no good as it is, so Black will get a bump here out of bounds. No foul called. Could have been whistled on Reed. Ryan Revac, excuse me. Up top to Reed. Good play by Chloe Price. Revac pushed ahead to Brody Baker. And the layup just off the mark. Crouch had a good look, and the loose ball pulled down by Dunn, and he's going to be not fouled, but a held ball called. With a 2-0 Black lead, and Red will get it on the arrow. Triggered in by France. Shot up on the way, off the glass and in. Number 1, Ryan Revac makes it 2-0. Down on the baseline, jumper for Dunn, too strong. Pulled away by Reed, he can't get it to go. Crosby France up with it. And put off the foot and out to Black. Six and a half left in the first. Game tied at 2. Grimes trying to feed it to Reed, coming down with a Dunn. He's fouled. Are we going to count it? We are. Brandon Dunn for 2 to make it 4-2 in an old-fashioned three-point play attempt. 2 for Dunn to give Black the lead, and he'll get the chance of the foul line to push the lead up to 3. Casper and Obley back in for Black. Long rebound grab by Baker. Head of steam. Milo Grimes up ahead. And he's going to the wrong basket. You're right. It took me a while to realize what was happening there, and Milo Grimes was going the other way, almost gave 2 points to Red. But they stop things before they can progress. And now here's Grimes. Out of bounds over to Black. It was almost a disaster for Black, but the official stopping things. Grimes will head up the right way to try to extend this lead. Black up 4-2. Grimes at the foul line. Circus shot falls in. So Milo Grimes his first two, and Black's up 6-2 at the 5:40 mark of the first. Baseball style pass into the corner off of France. He keeps it in, but ripped away by Aubely. Stepped out, and it's going to red. Jackson Baker and Joe Hertline in for red. Crouch to the bucket, just short. Loose ball grabbed by Grimes. Grimes up ahead. Off of Aubely and out. It'll stay with Black. Aubely double teamed in the corner. Looks to work it out. Finds Grimes up top. And a errant pass out of bounds over to red. 6-2 Black with 5:05 left in the first. Loose ball grabbed by Dunn. He's been busy early on. That one pulled down by red over to Baker. And it's picked off back and forth. No one can hold on to the ball. Another circus pass. That one ill-advised by Grimes, out of bounds off to red. Neither team can hold on to the ball here in the last few minutes. Sarah and Josh Reed check in for Black. Sam Abrams in for red, and he'll look to bring it over the timeline. Does with a pass off to Jackson Baker. Short. Reed up ahead to Casper. Casper tries a wild shot, comes up well short. Swooping in for the rebound is Sam Abrams. Abrams to the bucket. Can't get it to go. Long rebound to Aubely. Low scoring affair. Game tied at 2 with 4 minutes left in the first. 2 up on the way, no. Jackson Baker up ahead. Josh Reed behind him. Shot up and in. Jackson Baker makes it a 6-4 game in favor of Black. Here's Aubely. He's fouled in the act of shooting, and Michael Aubely, he'll get 2 shots to try to extend the lead. Foul on Jackson Baker. His first team foul number 4 already here in the half, and that one's short. Crouch up ahead. Crouch bumped on his way to the basket. It'll go on Josh Reed. Second team foul on Black. Abrams will trigger it in. Good pass. Little jumper on the way for Chloe Price. Too long. Rebound grab by Josh Reed. Reed among the trees puts up a shot that had no chance, and it's out of bounds. Back over to red. So it was 2-2 for a while now. Looking at a 6-4 score in favor of Black with 3:20 left. Again, wide open. It's Chloe Price. Crouch tries the three. Almost. Officials gave him the three attempt, even though it looked like he may have been on the line, but both officials granting him a three, and now another three comes up short, so 0 for 2 on this possession from beyond the arc. That one off of Price and over to Reed. Reed lost the handle. Back on the floor, and the ball going the other way to Red. Checking in Revac and Pindrock for the Red squad with 2:50 left in the first. Off the mark. Long rebound pulled down by Crouch. Crouch will try a two from the elbow. Can't get the bounce. Another rebound for Reed. Reed pushed ahead. Pass intended for Auberly is not caught by him. It's intercepted. And again, neither team can hold on to the ball for any length of time. Black will get it again and pushed up ahead to Auberly. He'll bring it into the front court. Circus 2 on the way long. Out of bounds off of Casper and out. Zebro and Crimes back in for Black. Revac on the bounce to Jackson Baker. Baker confronted by a defender at the foul line. See if Crouch tries another three. Looked like a travel. Jerry Creed, but no call. Red's gone away with a few calls on this one. That'll be a foul. I think it'll go on Reed. One of the Reeds goes on Josh Reed. His second. So foul shots for Red. They can tie it with a couple of makes here. Another one for Baker. Taken away. Here comes Red on the other side. Too strong on that. One was Jackson Baker. Now Grimes with it. Flings it up ahead. Intercepted. Don't have the official turnover count, but it's got to be a lot on both sides. Aggressive basketball and a lot of loose balls, and Grimes will come away with it. Grimes racing to the bucket. He finishes. Milo Grimes for two. He has four. And the Black lead at 8-4 with a minute left. Crouch up top, little bump. And let him play, and coming away with it is Auberly. Now he falls down in a heap. Foul goes on Jackson Baker. 45 seconds left in the first. Pulled down by Dunn. Over to Pindrock. 30 seconds left. Bounce to Crouch. Pulled down by Dunn. He's able to find Sarah Reed, and with 20 seconds, Black will push it ahead down four. Or up four, excuse me. Here's Jackson Baker. Baker left of the lane. Down to 6, down to 5, 2. That's short. Another rebound for Baker. He'll put it up. Too long. Grabbed by Sarah Reed, and that's the first half. Black on top of Red, 8-4 after 11 minutes. We'll be back with the second half of action right after this. Youth basketball, the Rec Center, right here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Second half about to get underway in this 4th through 6th grade matchup. Black leads red 8-4 with 11 minutes on the second half clock. Grimes to trigger it in as Black will move towards us here in the balcony for the second half. That pass intended for Obele out of bounds. Over to Red. Ball was going back and forth all that first half. We'll see if these two teams settle things down in the second. Revac between the circles. Have to get it over the timeline, and that's taken away by Casper. Off to Josh Reed. Reed takes the 2 instead of driving. Rebound to Crouch. Crouch on the wing. Now right of the lane. Working on the pivot. With a foul away from the ball. Going down there was Crosby France. Good to see him get back up, and he'll come out. Brody Baker will check in for him. Play resumes. Red will inbound. That's backcourt violation. Wasn't aware of where he was on the floor, and Brody Baker walked in the backcourt, and Black will get it. Taken away. Staying in bounds is Crouch. Off to Baker. Great play there. But coming in to spoil things is Reed. Bounce off to Crouch. Fancy footwork. Lost the handle as soon as I compliment him there. And someone will try to get it. Grimes down low. They let him play. Grimes comes away with it. Trying to feed Casper. Long 2 though for Baker. Long. Rebound Crouch. Taken away by Black. Up on the way. That one short. And a held ball. And the arrow to Red. Sam Abrams will check in for the Red team. Taken away by Reed again. They got away with a push there. Reed to the basket, too strong. Crouch will slow things down on the wing. Crouch will put it in. He gets it. Nick Crouch. His first 2 of the contest. It's now 8-6 Black. Sarah Reed trying to feed Grimes. Tipped and pulled down by Abrams. Pounds the right-hand dribble into the front court. Grimes somehow saving it and staying in bounds for Black. Pushes it ahead. He has Casper, but instead he'll take the 2. Way too long. Ball batted around. And the held ball will give it to Black. Newman, shot just off the mark by Zebro, and we have a foul on Black. That's on Josh Reed, his third, and Red will get it now, trying to tie it with a basket here. Down 8-6, 8 minutes left. Revac into the front court. On the bounce to Crouch. And contact and a foul called. Offensive foul on Crouch. Newman for two. Rebound to Pindrock, and pulling it away is Josh Reed. Arrow to Red. Abrams into the front court, swing around to Jackson Baker. Baker inside the lane. Out of Brody Baker. Swings it up top to Revac as Red looks to get some offense going. Down two, and that was a great opportunity, but the shot short for Abrams. Rebound to Grimes. Grimes up ahead. Takes the two, decent look, but no. And muscling for the rebound is Newman. He'll put it up short. And Grimes can't save it after Reed saved it. Out to Red with 7:20 left, and Black holding on to a 2-point lead. Revac going to take it himself. Grimes will get another rebound, and baseball-style pass up ahead, caught by Newman. Newman in the lane, jumper off the mark. Both teams struggling to knock it home. Only 2 points scored in the second half, none of them by Black. That's too strong for Revac, and the rebound pulled down by the Black team. Newman tries to dribble through the traffic. That's a bump. Offensive foul on Josh Reed. He'll check out. Sarah Reed will check in. Nice pass. Beautiful basketball there. Fantastic. Jackson Baker to Ryan Revac. Put a star next to that one. 8-all with 6.5 to go. Great assist, great bucket. Little bump there, no call. Newman takes the jumper, no. Offensive rebound done. He can't hit it. Now Grimes trying to grab it. In the corner to Sarah Reed. Knocked it out of bounds, last touch by Baker. We're all knotted up at 8. 4-0 Red in the second half. 3 on the way. Rebound Jackson Baker. Taken away by Dunn. Grabbed again by Red in the lane. Jumper. It's in. Getting that shooter's roll is Sam Abrams, his first 2. And just like that, Red has the lead at 10-8 with 5:40 left in regulation. Picked off. Revac. Bad pass right to Grimes. Now Grimes on the bounce to Newman. Jackson Baker the other way. Quickly up the floor. Nice handoff. Can't hit the shot. Hartline tries again, no. Knocks it home. Jackson Baker with 4. All of a sudden, Red up 12-8. 8-0 Red in the second half. Until then, Grimes hits it to get Black their first points of the second half. He has 6. It's 12-10. Red on top. Black will get it on the errant pass. Crouch, Price, and France in for Red. Casper in for Black. Royal blue and gray still to come here. 4th and 6th grade doubleheader. Herdline passes it off, had a shot, but instead he'll get the assist. And celebrating that made bucket is number 8, Crosby France, his first 2, to put Red up 14-10. Now Red coming back the other way on the turnover. Wild shot, gets it to go. Nick Crouch has 4. And Red's on a roll, they're up 16-10. The flurry of points. That one flung ahead, intercepted by Baker. 3 on the way. Almost. That would have maybe put Red ahead for good. Now Grimes the other way. Looking to get some points back. And going to call that still in bounds. Got a break there, and it leads to a bucket on the rebound for Dunn. He has 4. And it's 16-12. That could have been ruled out of bounds. Baker on the wing. Good defense by Reed. Now on the bounce pass to Crouch. Goes baseline. Puts it up and gets it to go. Crouch for 2. He has 6. And the lead's back up to 6 for Red at 18-12. Backcourt violation on Grimes. Tough break there. Grimes ready to make up for his mistake here, defending the inbounds. He was over there quick. Flung up ahead. Loose ball pulled down by Dunn for Black, but taken away by Hurtline for Red. And a foul called as getting down with it is Sarah Reed. Foul goes on Hurtline. Poked out of bounds. Grimes for 2. Almost, but one and roll in for him. Needing help. Pushed up ahead, nice catch. Crouch to Baker. Jackson Baker inside the arc. On the pivot. Jackson Baker pops it in. 6 for Baker, and Red pulling away up 8. 20-12. Grimes taken away by Price. Grimes will keep it. Over to Newman for 2. That's short. Rebound Dunn. He's fouled. Had an and one opportunity earlier in the game, and he'll go to the line for 2 here. Brandon Dunn. 4 points in this one. So Dunn will get another one. Almost a full line change for Red. 4 new bodies on, including Pintrock, Brody Baker, Abrams, and also Revak. Pulled down by Pintrock, but taken away by Grimes. Grimes will put it up for 2 off the glass and in. Milo Grimes with 8 in this one. 20-14 Red. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. Crouch to the bucket, coast to coast, gets it to go. Great take by Nick Crouch, who has 6. Red lead back up to 8. Great game here at the Rec Center, and a reach-in foul. Goes on Brody Baker. Grimes on the inbounds. Left of the lane, takes the jumper. Rebound Sarah Reed, good rebound, and the shot goes. First 2 for Sarah Reed. 4 quick ones for Black, and now Red up 22-16 with less than 2 minutes left. Baker long 2. Gets his own rebound. Over to Revac up top. Red looking to play keep away up 6 with the ball, 90 seconds left. Now Crouch to the bucket, just short on the rebound, Grimes. They say off of Red and out. Black needs a miracle, and that's not going to help. Out of bounds to Red. Revac for 2. Out of bounds over to Black. Black needs to be in a hurry, and Grimes will bring it up. Swung around to Newman. Nice pass to Dunn on the block. Too long with the jumper. Rebound Casper. Under a minute left. Intercepted, and coming the other way is Brody Baker. Too long with the layup. Grimes in the lane. Gets it to go. 22-18. Red basketball up 4, and that'll be Black ball off the fingertips of Revac and out. 28 seconds. Black has a shot here. Off to Casper. Picked off. Too much air on that pass. Brody Baker. 20 seconds. 3 on the way. Too long. Offensive rebound short on the shot. Reed pulls it down. See if Black has anything left. Down 4, 7, down to 6. Might as well shoot it. Too long. Done. Can't get it. Another one. No. And that's your game. Red will come back to win it. With a big second half, trailing by 4 at halftime. They go on to win it by 4. And your final score in this one, Red 22 and Black 18. And tonight's games are brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiff-Power, Rick Fern, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, Gary Smith, and their staff. I'm Nick Barczyk, along with Jerry Dupay. And this has been a presentation of the South Union Township Sports Network. So long, everybody, and thanks for watching.